Hello and welcome to our first Genesis taming video. This is Nexus from Wyverniacs, and today we are going to get wet. And a lot, as we will go on about taming the Megachelon, the giant turtle you can build your base on. Megachelon spawns in the ocean biome on Genesis map and can be usually found peacefully swimming near the water surface. They are not aggressive in nature, but will defend themselves if they get attacked. If you want to tame one, an underwater creature is a must, as the waters are quite dangerous and you will be swimming and diving all the way. Although we will be going into depths of the ocean, it is not necessary to have a scuba gear, although it can make this a little easier. If we may recommend a creature for this endeavor, Basilosaurus is a very good choice, strong enough to fight off anything, providing thermal protection to the player, but most importantly making you immune to the shocking attacks of Sniderias and Electrophoresis. But, well, it should not be impossible too with other creatures like Megalodon 2. You just have to be really careful. Now that you have an aquatic mount and you found your turtle, it's time to dive down. You will be looking for a parakeet fish school. They are a flock or swarm of silvery fishes that can be found in the deeper water. What you want to do now is to swim very close to them and get their attention. There will be a message in blue letters at the top of the screen stating that you are being targeted by a microbe swarm. Well, now the tedious parts begin. You need to slowly lure them to the water surface. That doesn't sound too bad on its own, but there are some pitfalls here. Firstly, they have a health pool, so they can be killed. Be careful when attacking around them. Also, you will be going up very slowly, and you will often have to fight many of the dangerous underwater creatures here. When not using the scuba gear, like if you go in early, for instance, you have to keep an eye on your oxygen level, but luckily there is a way to refill your air supplies here easily. You will see a lot of these bubbles floating around. When you dismount and swim into them, your survivor will get inside the bubble, replenish their oxygen, and they will start to ascend to the surface. To break free from the bubble, simply attack it, and it will pop. Alternatively, you can swim up all the way to the surface. Although the parakeet fish school will stop following you if you get too far, you will still be able to find them near the same spot. Once you finally manage to get them all the way up, you will have to lead them to the turtle of your choice. Taming Megachelon can be described as passive, as you do not interact with the turtle, but it really doesn't feel like it, considering how much work it takes to get it done. Key to start the taming process is to have the fishes, or microbes as the game calls them, come to the turtle while they are following you. Best way is to try to head off the turtle, as they generally tend to swim in circles, and, well, go right above them with the fishes on your tail. If everything goes right, they will start to follow the Megachelon instead. Now you should be able to see the taming progress when you look at the turtle up close. Personally, I would say that this phase of taming is the most difficult one and will take a lot of your patience. Most importantly, you will want to prevent any damage done to the turtle, as this will reset the taming progress to 0. Also, the parakeet fish school can be attacked, so it's a good practice to kill all the hostile creatures nearby. One. thing I've noticed are the saber-toothed salmons. They can be seen chasing the parakeets and attacking them, so just to be safe I have also tried to kill any that were nearby. Although this can be sometimes difficult, as these fishes can spawn at any time and very close to the turtle. But if everything goes right and the taming progress bar will reach 100%, the turtle will be tamed and the microbes will suddenly just, die off. Tamed Megachelon can have structures placed on its shell and can carry quite a lot, even as such a low level like this one. You can also equip it with saddle to get some direct control over it. The engram for the saddle can be learned on level 45, and it is not that hard to make. Most of the resources are quite common. The shell fragments can be obtained by killing other Megachelons, while the Eurypterids are a pretty good source of the silica pearls. The saddle have one driver spot and 6 more seats for other players. When driving, Megachelon have 2 modes. One is raft mode, where the shell of the turtle is surfaced, and when maneuvering the turtle, it will stay that way. Other one is swim mode, where it can dive and swim underwater. To dive, you just press crouch key, and the surface just hold the jump. When submerged, Megachelon has streams of bubbles coming from its shell, allowing the survivors to breathe underwater. They can also survive and walk on land. Here is a quick tip on how to sink foundations to have it more level with the shell. It's the same thing that works for the rafts. And here is my ocean biome raft base rebuilt on the turtle's shell. This should be a much safer place for a base, as the lead cities do spawn on this map and they just love to break your rafts. You can also have other aquatic tames on follow to it, so they will defend it and will not stray away when fighting other wildlife. Megachelon can be simply fed with fish meat, as it's readily available on this map. They also have the ability to produce rare flowers and mushrooms in its shell, spawning it in their inventory every once in a while. So, well, that's all. Hope you've enjoyed this turtle taming video. Feel free to leave a comment or a like. Also, click on the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on more Ark Survival Evolved fun. Thank you for watching and see you next time.